My 2019 ride starts in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, near a little town called Putsonderwater, and I'm on my way to the Elands River, and this is part of the vistas I saw on the way there. This year will be a mix of old and some new places too.
This is the Ostrich Farms in South Africa. See how many there are. Hundreds of them. It's a huge business. Well, this is Oyster Bay Lodge. Very rustic little place, quite quaint. And if I had a little bit more time, this would be a nice place to come and spend probably a weekend and enjoy everything that they offer. They do offer a whole lot. Basically, there's a private beach, quite something in this country. But that's down there, and looks very nice. A lot of fishing boats out this morning.
In the Eastern Cape, after Oyster Bay, I head towards Somerset East. I haven't been there for a while. Some nice roads there too. On day 3, my mate Alan joins me in Colesberg, and we slowly make our way up north towards a town called Upington. This is footage from the Orange River, which is the largest river in South Africa. And we stayed in a nice little spot for a night here, also working on the bikes. About 15 kilometers outside of Upington, we stay in a very quaint little area called Excelsior Cottages. And the owner spent a lot of time and energy collecting old cars and old buildings and workshops. And it's basically made a little town called the Old Town. And he wants to make it an attraction for anybody visiting and driving through. There was a group of BMW motorcycles, 30 of them I think it was. I was on the way here, so there was a lot of frantic activity to get this done before they arrived. One of the problems Alan seems to have on his old XRV is the worm drive for the speedometer on the front wheel hub. We've had this problem a long time now. It's a reoccurring theme with us, and this is him taking a test ride to see whether the last few hours he's been working on it helps. And it did actually. It worked quite well for the next 3,000 kilometers. So good for him. One of the places I've always wanted to go to is this little town. It's an abandoned place called Putsonderwater. And in 1838, so the Cape Colony had a lot of farmers that were unhappy under the British rule. So they left, and this was one of the places they wound up in. And there's many stories as to how it got its name. One of which is a local fella dug a well and wasn't keen to share his water with anybody, so he called it Put Without Water, which basically means well without water. And the other one is that it was to do with the way the ox wagons lubricated their wheels in a tar pitcher, and that was called a pit. So we spent quite some time here. There's one house which is being repaired, otherwise it's been abandoned for quite a while. A real little ghost town. Must have been a vibrant community in its day. There was a little workshop and a little general store and all kinds of things. It really looked like there was a community that liked living here. And there was one sign of encouraging growth. This little house with a green water tank looked like it was being renovated. And it would be good if somebody moved in there and just brought a bit of life back to this little quaint town. There's quite a few of them in this area, which is practically abandoned, and it's never a good sign. But I'm sure somebody will call it home at some stage.